Look at what's happening with Putin. While Putin is trying to undo our elections, he is undoing elections in Europe. Look what's happened in Hungary. Look what's happened in Poland. Look what's happened in Moldova. Look what's happening. You think that would have happened on my watch or Barack's watch? You can't answer that, but I promise you it wouldn't have, and it didn't.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about what you just saw, which was creepy Uncle Joe talking about, oh, there would be no Russian interference under my watch or Barack Obama's watch. If we were there, it wouldn't happen. Well, sir, the so-called election interference, according to your people, the intelligence community, they said that happened during the 2016 campaign, okay? Trump became president in 2017, January. So that means in 2016, 2015, it was you, sir, as a vice president and Barack Obama as a president of the US of A. You guys were in charge. It happened under your watch. Matter of fact, I'm hearing things about Barack Obama knowing that the election interference was going on, but he didn't do anything. Maybe he thought that Hillary Clinton would get help the most because let's not forget, as I think, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton allowed for 20% of the U.S.'s uranium supply to go to the Russian Federation under one Vladimir Putin. Also, Vladimir Putin and the Russian Federation took Crimea under Barack Obama and Joe Biden's watch in 2014. So when he says, oh, this wouldn't happen under me, this is something that, not under my watch, I can't tell. I cannot tell. Apparently, sir, it did happen under your watch. And let's get to the core of the matter. I don't want to beat around the bush. Let's get to the elephant in the room. Obviously, something was wrong with Joe Biden. Aside from the politics, the Democratic Party, it's something wrong with them in general, just on an inherent level with their policies. But aside from that, there's something wrong with him physically and mentally. His facilities are not all the way there. The lights are on, but ain't nobody home. The elevator's not going to the top floor. He is a few trees short of a forest, a few fries short of a Happy Meal. He's just not all the way there. He's incomplete. Okay. And this just may come with age. He is 76. He'll be 77 in November of this year. He's just getting old. Some people are that age and have pretty sharp minds. I think Bernie Sanders, as crazy as he is, he's still pretty sharp mentally. He's about right around the same age as Joe Biden. They're both pretty old, but Bernie's mental abilities have not betrayed him yet. When you see Joe Biden and look in his eyes, you see like early stages of dementia. You see somebody that's just not going to be the same in 3 to 4 years. He may be barely able to talk in a very short period of time, which makes me kind of wonder, why would you even have him be a nominee to become the president? Maybe the Democrats want to do like they did Hillary Clinton and do the whole weekend at Bernie's thing and drag him throughout the campaign. Why would they do that? Well, he has name recognition. He'll be able to raise money. And who else is out there in the Democratic Party that could take his spot as a front runner? Kamala Harris? I don't really know. Maybe he was put in there as kind of a setup. They knew about the comments from the 70s about segregation and busing, so you put Kamala Harris in there. You digging up old pictures of her when she was a kid with her Indian mom and her dad was somewhere else, from Jamaica. But anyway, you putting pictures out there on the internet, and you had this whole big sob story attached to it. It may be kind of a rollout to get her more name recognition. You just leapfrog him to get into the conversation. And they had been grooming her for a long time, her and Cory Booker. Anytime they have some kind of random Senate hearing, they would put Kamala Harris and Cory Booker in front of the camera, give them a big time speech writer, and they can just say whatever they want to say to let you know, I'm here, I'm ready to rock, I'm ready to become the president. I would not be surprised if Kamala Harris overtook Joe Biden as the leading Democratic Party nominee and she had Cory Booker to run as a running mate. Or if she became Joe Biden's vice president, or if Cory became Joe Biden's vice president, because the actual goal would be to have him expire or retire once he gets into office, and then replace him with whoever the vice president is, because that'd be how that goes. If he was to expire or retire, the vice president would step up and become the president. Okay. Maybe Kamala or Cory could be in the cabinet some kind of way and they can shift up to the vice president role. I'm not sure how that works, so I digress. My point is that Joe Biden is not all the way there. And I've been seeing it. One thing that kind of let me know he's not all the way there is, all this touching inappropriately of young girls and older women, younger women, whatever. He came out on TV after he got pressed about it directly. He was like, you know what? I'm going to respect women's spaces. I won't do it anymore. I'm sorry. I'm just the kind of guy that's loving and caring, this, that, and the third. The very next day almost, here he is with a 10-year-old touching her arm, the head, and the shoulders. It's like, sir, you just said you're going to respect women and girls and people's spaces. But here you are doing the exact same thing. He can't control himself. He does not have full reign over his mental abilities. That's somebody right there that should not become the president, regardless of what. He could have the best ideas in the world on a policy level, but when it comes to being able to actually survive physically, he shouldn't be there. Same thing with John McCain. Regardless of what I feel about John McCain, I did not like him, and I liked him even less when he was about to die, but that's a different story. Regardless of that, he should not have been in office as long as he was. This man had a brain tumor at 79, 80, 81 years old, came back to Capitol Hill with a scar on his eye where they took out the brain tumor. It's like, sir, you are in no shape to be in government. Retire now. You got grandkids, you got your daughter, whatever. Spend time with them. Don't be on Capitol Hill trying to obstruct Trump, okay? Some things are greater than your politics, I think Joe Biden's right there in that same boat. You've been in politics your whole life since, the late 60s when MLK was just assassinated and Malcolm X was, just assassinated. You've been in politics that long, and you were the vice president for 8 years. You're 76 years old. Why not just retire right now? Obviously, you've lost a step. You're not sharp anymore. You're not as swift as you were, which was not that swift to begin with, but you're not that anymore. And what I just saw in that video confirms what I've already been knowing for quite a long time. So that's pretty much all I got. What say you? Do you think that Joe Biden has all his faculties in order? If you think so, let me know why in the comments below. Or do you think that I'm correct? His faculties are not all in order. He is a few marbles short of an entire Jack's set. He just ain't there. You're talking about it wouldn't have been under my watch. Sir, the election was happening when you were in office. It make that right there does not make any sense. When you're saying things like that on TV that don't make any sense, when you're talking and your sentences aren't really coming together properly, when you are on a debate stage and you're cutting your own self off, I've never seen that on a debate stage. How are you going to cut your own self off? You don't do that. You make a succinct point. Like if I'm on television, I'm being interviewed, and then in my ear they say, hey, we need kind of short answers, a minute, minute and a half, 30 seconds, 10 seconds. Okay, I'm going to talk for that period of time, and then I'm going to make a statement that will end at that time or shortly thereafter or shortly before. Joe Biden will just talk randomly, have random things come out, and then once he gets to the time limit, he'll stop. That's somebody right there that does not really want to be out there, who is uncomfortable with talking because they don't have full control over themselves. He should just go back to Delaware, D.C., wherever he lives, and chill and not try to become the president. At the end of the day, as I close, it really doesn't matter. You could put anybody in there. You could put Joe Montana, Joe Budden, Joe Biden, Joe Clark from Lean On Me. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, whoever you put in the Democratic Party to try and become the president in 2020 is going to lose. There's no enthusiasm out there for anybody on that side. You put Kamala Harris in there, you got all kind of dirt on her. Same thing with Cory Booker. Same thing with Joe Biden. Same thing with Pocahontas. Same thing with Bernie Sanders. Same thing with Klobuchar, all the rest of them. So I think I'll leave that right there for now. And whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.